Art and character designs provided by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Want to be first to have access to early artwork, concept sketches, exclusive art that can't be seen anywhere else? Then support Demon Artie over on her Patreon. Link in description below. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I am your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. With Carmen Sandiego to still or not to still right around the corner, this is the perfect time to talk about what I want to see in Season 3. This little choose your own adventure style movie episode, I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm glad Carmen's back. We get to see her again, and we get to control the story. That's freaking awesome. But for Season 3, from Season 1 to Season 2, I don't think I've seen a show improve as much for storytelling, character, world building. All of it just got better in Season 2. And I was really worried when I was watching in the beginning, like, oh man, how are they going to keep this up? But it just was good from beginning to end. And a lot of people grew. A lot of people changed. There's implications. We learned a lot of stuff. But let's start with our good guys. Zach and Ivy, probably if I had to say my least favorite characters, it would be them, but they're still pretty good. I still like them, even though they goof off a lot. Ivy got her growth in Season 2. She really stepped it up and got to be like Carmen, and instead of just like, because there'd be episodes where she would dress up in her coat and everything to kind of like run distraction, but she actually had to do Carmen's job, and they got those launch missile launch codes and saved the day. And I thought that was really cool for her to step it up, and she realized, oh man, I don't really like this. She did it because she had to, but she is in no rush to do it again, and that was really good growth for her. So for Ivy, just staying with that, she doesn't necessarily need to become like a mega super spy, but now she has that appreciation for Carmen. Maybe she can start doing a little more, instead of just being like the fix-it girl and, she puts on a disguise once in a while. She can actually be part of the mission a little bit more. Goes into Zach. Zach needs that moment where he gets to be the hero. He doesn't have to, all the time. Carmen Sandiego is the hero of the show, so she deserves, her name's on the dang show, so she's going to be the one who's going to be the ultimate overall hero. But Zach messed up pretty bad in this episode, that last season, the whole the race car thing. That's the first time that we saw Carmen actually get angry and like pissed off, like to the point to where she was like yelling at them. But she had every right to, because Zach, you really, really botched it. He does kind of, come back and end up saving, doing the right thing, but he needs to have that same moment that Ivy had, where maybe he has to like solve a whole mission instead of just being that, I'm hungry all the time, and oh, what's this? Oh, I'm the idiot, which is fine. Everyone likes a dummy. They're funny. But I would like for Zach to have that moment. It almost happens sometimes, like when he had to be the Duke of whatever, but it doesn't go all the way through like they did with Ivy. So I would love to see that for her too. I said this last time about Player. You got to get him out of that chair. There needs to be an adventure or something where Carmen, I would love for the team to meet him, like where they have a physical, like they're in the same room together, because it's always been over the computer or over communications. I don't know. I just want to see that. I don't know how that would play out or what would happen, but I want to get him out of the chair and him to actually be part of the team, besides the guy who just hacks the things and does this. But it would be kind of cool to see him. People have been speculating, even though we haven't really seen it. Is he like in a wheelchair? Is he wheelchair bound? I don't know. But even if he was, I would love for him to have like an adventure outside of the keyboard. Shadow Sun. He's a badass. He was, when Carmen was down and out and he was running all the ops, he was doing everything with like precision. Like he would go in there and just take care of business. There needs to be a opposite side. They need to recruit on V.I.L.E side some type of new samurai ninja type guy that can match Shadow Sun, blow for blow, but this other guy's going to be younger, so he's going to actually be better than him. And Shadow Sun's old age is going to catch up. I don't know. I just, in my mind, I see these things of like, I like to screw with my characters because it makes, it's fun. Does Shadow Sun die? Will they take away Carmen's second father? And it would be even worse if it had something to do with A.C.M.E. So, because we know in last season that it was the chief that killed Carmen's real father. Wouldn't it be crazy if something goes down and it's the chief again who ends up getting Shadow Son killed? So the chief would have killed both of Carmen's fathers. That would be, I just absolutely heartbreaking. But I think it'd be great cinema, right? It'd be just a wonderful story, but just awful for Carmen. So I do want there to be an opposite side of Shadow Son where there's somebody that can actually fight him and take him on, because every time he's in a fight, he just kicks everyone's butt. Like it's like 2-on-1, 3-on-1, it doesn't matter. He just takes out everybody. But that'd be great. Also, if Shadow Son does die, the whole how his brother rejected him. Oh my goodness, that episode is so the Daisho Caper, favorite episode of the series. It is so good, and it has that sad ending of the brother. He took the sword, but he just, I'm not forgiving you because you that's you brought dishonor on the family, and he just walks away from his brother. If he dies, and Carmen goes sees the brother and like delivers the swords or whatever and everything, and then maybe in that moment the brother can forgive Shadow Son. That would be just absolutely heartbreaking. But again, tragedy's awesome, right? And then you have Carmen. She needs to find her mom. I want her to be alive, but I don't want her to see. I had this conversation at the end of last season with how is she going to have operated it? Was the mom also a thief, like a super thief like the dad? Or was she just some regular woman that he fell in love with? I'm assuming she's going to have something with her. And people were talking about how, what if she was A.C.M.E.? What if she's the one who like led them to him and, but geez, to have a kid and everything? Or she was supposed to watch him, but then they fell in love and they both ran away from their respective agencies. He was going to leave V.I.L.E, she was going to leave A.C.M.E, but then they got found out. There's a lot going on there. So how early in the season did they find the mom? Is it a season 3 finale last episode? Or did she hook up with her mom and then they kind of start working together? I don't know which one I like better, because an ending of the season is like that big, powerful, you get the big giant set pieces, but I also kind of want to see Carmen interact with her mom and kind of see how that all works out, because it's going to be awkward. It's going to be nice for her to have like that real family member, but at the same time, I've been living without you for 20 plus years. We have that for Carmen. The other kind of, I guess the A.C.M.E's good guys, but now they're kind of, they're gray because they're going after Carmen and they're going after V.I.L.E. Chase Deveneaux, Chase is back on the case. He kind of won his place back at A.C.M.E because he's the one who figured out where V.I.L.E Island was. He's still a complete idiot, and I don't want him to lose that, but at the same time, he was competent enough to like put all the pieces together to find out where V.I.L.E was, the headquarters, even though they freaking sunk it like a day before he got there. So he's more determined than ever to find Carmen Sandiego, because like that's the thread that connects it all together to him. Is he gonna find out that Carmen's not a bad guy? Or is he gonna be one of those persons like, I don't care if she's a good guy or a bad guy, she does things without authority? I don't know, because she saved his life with the mind scrambler thingy. Like, he could have died, and she literally went in there and risked her life when she was fighting Coach to save Chase, because even though Chase is a dummy and he's kind of an idiot, he's not a bad person, and he's just doing his job. So I want to see how Chase is going to take this second chance. Is he going to, be the bumbling moron that he was when he first was in A.C.M.E, where he crashed cars like in every episode? Or is he going to start taking it a little more seriously? And then on the opposite side of Chase, you got Julia. How's Julia going to take Chase's reinstatement? Are they going to work together because she has that one lady as her partner? Are they going to just be separate? And I kind of, I ship them. I can't lie. I ship Chase and Julia because she's so nice and she's so sweet and kind, and he needs someone to, smooth out his rough edges. He cares about her, but I don't think he knows how to say it or how to express it because he's so deep in his work. But I want them to maybe be separate and have their own partners, and they work and they do well away from each other. And then I just kind of like the idea that, well, maybe Chase never rose above his ability because maybe it was me, and they start kind of like blaming themselves. Okay, I'm writing a romance freaking episode, but I like that. But then maybe they'll have to work together, and they do work well together when he listens to her and actually lets her solve things instead of just telling her you're dumb, you don't get it. Because he did that all in season 1, and that always irritated me. I even have a whole video about all the times he freaking dumped on freaking Julia for no good reason. But For Julia herself, she got betrayed by Carmen. She trusted her. She went up against the chief multiple times. And she's like, oh, look, she's a good guy. She gave us this data thing from V.I.L.E. She's going to give us all this information. She used it as a backdoor to get to learn all that information about her dad. So I'm thinking to myself, ugh, why in the world did you do that? She could have been more sneaky about it, but she kind of like wanted to throw it in Chief's face because she killed her dad. She doesn't know she killed her dad, but all that trust is gone. Carmen Sandiego is public enemy number one, and Julia got literally, I don't know how she goes and faces the chief. Won't you say you're sorry? But she knows Carmen's a good guy, but then she turned around and did this. So Julia's in a predicament of she can't trust her anymore. She lost that. Anything she built with Julia is gone. Unless something comes up and then she's able to explain herself. But at this moment, I don't really think Julia's going to trust Carmen anymore. And she's going to go in head first. She's going to be more like how Chase was. Oh no, the La Femme La Rouge. She's going to go after her and want to bring her in because you literally betrayed the hell out of me. I want Julia and Carmen to have that confrontation. I don't know. Does she bring her in? I don't know. I kind of wanted to capture her, but then Carmen kind of, of course, she's going to get away. But I want to see Julia with that complete determination and none of that wishy-washiness. And like, no, I'm bringing Carmen in. This is my duty now. And A.C.M.E as a whole, I guess that kind of brings in the chief as well. With her, I kind of want her to find out that she killed her dad. And then be like, oh, damn. Even though circumstances, he was reaching in his pocket. She didn't know if he had a weapon and she shot him. He was an unarmed man, but he was rifling in his pockets. If anyone has a gun at you, do not go into your pockets. Always a bad idea. And I want to know how Chief would react to that. Is she going to just be like that? Well, I was doing my job and he was a criminal and it doesn't matter. Or is she going to be like, oh, damn, I just killed this young woman's father. This is why she freaking hates me. I don't know. She also has that broken trust thing because she went out on a limb for Carmen and she got totally screwed because of it. A.C.M.E, but I would say if they get a chance to where I want to see an episode where either with Julia or the chief where they have Carmen Sandiego dead to rights or they can capture V.I.L.E, something important from V.I.L.E. Which one do they choose? And they can only go after one. Do they let Carmen go? I want to see the chief make that decision. I think that'd be a pretty cool dynamic and very suspenseful. But we get to our bad guys and they all kind of like, they added that new guy, that other British dude. He got added to the faculty and they are basically on the move all the time because they don't have a base of operations. I think it'd be pretty cool if they are ocean based. Like they get like a aircraft carrier-esque type thing and that just moves around the ocean. So they're never in one spot because they have to continually train more thieves, more V.I.L.E agents. How are they going to do that if they're literally just in a helicopter and traveling around in cars and stuff? So I want V.I.L.E to gain another base of operations. Maybe, again, if it's land-based, that'd be fine. But I think it'd be really cool if they were in a big aircraft carrier or something. Or even a sky carrier, a la S.H.I.E.L.D., right? But they're in a weird place, too, because they have two enemies. They have Carmen's an enemy, and they also have A.C.M.E. But they can use A.C.M.E to get to Carmen at the same time. It's a dangerous game because then they're getting a little too close to their the government agency bad guys. But they can get them to chase Carmen and get after her, and then vice versa, use their information to get to her first. I want to see more of that. I want to see more of that because Carmen kind of really effed up their whole operation. They had to lose everything. So this is almost a revenge type situation instead of just like, she's done a lot. It's unforgivable. And everything with her and Coach and, the betraying the family and also got Shadowson to betray them. So there's a lot of bad blood there, like hardcore. As for like their capers and stuff, I'm glad in season 2 they really started doing serious things. Missile launch codes, the EMP attack over a city that would shut down. And again, I'm glad they even said it too, because she was when she was talking to Carmen Cerebellum, she's like, yeah, if we shut this off, it's going to shut down all these hospitals. All these people are going to die, and it's going to be your fault. So evil things, yes, do more evil stuff. I'm glad they got away from like, oh, they're trying to sell the generic rice. Like, that's so stupid. But stick to the evil stuff, training more people. Maybe they start using, not necessarily come to the academy, but maybe you learn with one teacher and they're just a remote learning. So maybe they're going to evolve the way they start doing stuff. But wild cards, we have Crackle, Graham, we have him. What happens with him? Because he helped Carmen. Oh, God, do I love them together so much. I absolutely love that is my OTP hardcore, because Carmen loves this guy. Like, there's no doubt about it. Even though the dialogue, she says stupid things like, oh, he's like a big brother. No, girl, you blind girl, you love this dude, because all their interactions, the way that she like hugged him and grabbed him, that's not between brother and sister. That's a person you physically and emotionally care about, and he likes her. I love their interactions together, because Carmen's super smart and witty, and she has the one-liners, but he doesn't back down. He doesn't get intimidated by it. He plays along. They flirt back and forth. They are such a good couple together. But now that Carmen's on this, most wanted list thing, is he going to be like, man, did I just help a criminal? But he saw her do all these good things and help. So he's going to be torn. I want him to get recruited by A.C.M.E. So he was a V.I.L.E agent. Now he's going to be an A.C.M.E agent. And I kind of want that showdown to where, the chief is going to be like, hey, Graham, look at all these things that this woman did. You helped her out, didn't you? He was like, oh yeah, she was one of the good guys. No, she was actually playing you, and shows all this stuff, that how she hacked their systems and everything, how she's a bad guy. And then he's going to feel betrayed. He's going to feel like, I can't believe she lied to me. I thought I was kind of falling in love with this girl, and it was all just a big lie so she can get whatever this information from this government agency. And then now he has that drive to capture Carmen too. But I kind of want them to get that whole one-on-one, and he's not able to do it because, dang it, the boy loves the girl, and he's not going to be able to, take her down. He's going to like help her escape, and it's going to be like, damn it, there's something deep down inside of me. I know you're good, even though all this stuff that the chief showed me and told me, I know there's something in my heart. I know that you're good. I want that. I'm a cheese ball, but I want them to end up together in the end. Maybe not the end of this season, but in the epilogue of the show, I want them to have like a family. But, a lot of opportunity to do things, a lot of potential to have all kinds of crazy storylines and everything. And how does V.I.L.E know that the wolf, Lobo, Carmen's father's wife, is still alive? Or do they just assume she died in that fire and everything? So we have this huge where everyone's kind of going after the same thing. We got Carmen looking for her mom, running away from A.C.M.E, still trying to shut down V.I.L.E. V.I.L.E trying to get Carmen, staying away from A.C.M.E. Like, I love this whole three-way web that everyone weaved, and it's going to be messy and dramatic, and it's going to be so freaking cool, because I just know they're going to do it right, because we have that Choose Your Own Adventure thing coming up. And I'm thinking, timeline-wise, that this must be before Shadow Sun joined her, because we don't see him unless they just say that, oh, he's off doing a mission somewhere. But definitely looking forward to season 3. It's going to be, I love Carmen. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's talented, but she's not perfect. And I love that about her. And I wish more female characters were like that, where they don't have to be good at everything. Carmen gets beat up a lot. Like, she's not the best hand-to-hand fighter. And I was shocked when that first happened. I was like, oh, she's fighting Tigress. She's going to kick her butt. No, Tigress is the better fighter. She beat her. But Carmen has gadgets. She's smart. She's resourceful. She can get out of situations. That's where her strengths lie. And I like when they force her into a fight. She kind of doesn't necessarily, the most confident fighter, but she's okay. Have flaws with your characters. Make sure they don't always win. And when they do lose, have their lasting effects. When Carmen almost got hypothermia, she was out for weeks because her body was jacked, just like how it would be in real life. And then when she went to go do a mission and she had to get into a fight, she was like collapsing because she still had probably broken ribs and bruised lung. Like, all those things still affected her. Man, I wish Netflix pushed this show as hard as they pushed other awful shows that they seem to, champion, because Carmen Sandiego is a fun show for everybody, and it has stakes, it has drama, it has comedy, it has a strong, powerful, beautiful, kind, sweet, and just an awesome main character in Carmen. I want to see her win. I want to see her get happy, be happy to find her mother. It should be, I don't know. Should it be tragedy? Should it be happiness? I want her to be happy, but I kind of do like the tragedy too. But looking forward to season 3. This Choose Your Own Adventure thing, I'm going to play it my way, and it's going to be hard to review because story elements are going to change depending on how you play it. So I'm going to review the way I played it, and then I'll play it a couple of times and try to find like whatever the true ending is. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Carmen Sandiego is awesome. Tell people about it, tweet about it, let everyone know that there are good cartoons out there. You just have to make sure to watch them. So tell everyone to stream it, watch it, even if you binge it, even though I don't like it, consume and watch Carmen Sandiego. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.